All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm just going to talk about the best SSR weapons that you can actually reroll for. Since a lot of people always, ask on stream, what's the best units to go for? What's the best weapons to go for? I'm gonna talk about weapons in this video. I was never really gonna make guides on this game, but just my last stream, I hit rank 1 in Battlefield at the time, so I feel like at that point, definitely as a free to play, I have the knowledge, maybe to actually give you guys some insight on weapons, and not only if the weapon's good, but how like the weapons actually do affect your stats as well. So I am free to play. Anyone that does come to my streams, I have 20k gems, stuff like that. I've never spent money on the game. I have no battle pass or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I've never spent money on the game at all whatsoever. So it's just been hard grinding since then. But anyways, so let's go to the draw function here. Actually, let's just go to the codex, to be honest. All right, so I'm gonna actually kind of just talk about maybe like what the weapon does, maybe if like you're a certain type of player, etc, etc, because there are certain weapons some people might like more than other weapons, to be honest. So some people think plume flower sword is overrated. They think the huntsman's way better, or the longsword. I feel like it just depends on your playstyle. But some things are more objectively better, just in my opinion. So we have the demonic plume flower sword. This is #1 priority. I don't think there's really any argument against this. This is literally #1 priority to get. Basically the plume flower sword, for all the weebs out there that love anime and stuff like that, you'll love this weapon. I have this weapon. I was able to actually pull this weapon early, and I actually have one dupe of it. So plume flower, just how it works: every time you use the active of the weapon, you get critical hit damage up to 3 times, and it's infinite. It's an infinite buff on you, and you'll basically have a 36% critical hit chance. Now, why is this weapon actually so strong? Not only is it just strong just because of, it's an SSR weapon, it's also dark attribute, which is really useful against a lot of bosses. It does help you actually build your stats as well, and I think that's what a lot of people don't talk about because they're not that into the game. People that actually make a lot of guides on this game are only level 20 or so they're not really actually giving any information. So with the demon sword, right? What I opted out for was to go for critical hit rate 24%. Now, why did I do that? Because with the flower sword at max, max crit hit, I get 36% extra. So I'm going to be rocking 50% crit rate at least, and then I just put the rest of my stats into attack, and I'm now trying to build up my perception as well. Now, I would actually probably do a little bit less attack and try to keep it more 1-to-1 perception, or actually maybe two for 1. But the sword will actually help you actually build on your stats as well, which is actually really, really cool. Now, that's just my opinion on the demon sword. It's #1 priority no matter what. If you're re-rolling, probably go for Choi and Emma or Choi and demon sword. Now, the grimoire, honestly, this thing is amazing. It's so useful. It freezes the enemy. It gives you time between your skills. Maybe if you don't have your dodge up, you can actually use this grimoire to actually freeze the enemy, get your dodge back, and then once the enemy is unfrozen, they'll continue the attack. Then you dodge. You then can do the quick time skill and then get the defense down. This thing is amazing. I hit rank 1 just because of this book. Great AoE damage. Like, this thing is beautiful. Now, I'm pretty sure, to be honest, this book is like top 2. Like, I would definitely rank this like the second one. It maybe be a toss up between the grimoire and the longsword, to be honest. Everything else can come after that. Now, let's talk about the scythe real quick. The scythe, is the scythe something you should reroll for? Absolutely not. You actually do get this scythe for free and you basically do get 2 of them. Now let's see, so you get 1 here and then 1 at 12, I believe. So you basically get 2 of the scythes. And the thing is with the scythe, if you do end up re-rolling for it, I would honestly just end up re-rolling. But at the first dupe of the scythe, it does increase your critical hit chance by 25%. Now you could also use this weapon to stat check, just like with the demon sword. So you could have this as maybe your main weapon or secondary weapon, but it's just nice to have this because now you can allocate your stats, put your stats so you get 50% crit chance, and then just put the rest into attack. Now you can do a little bit higher, maybe 60%, so it's not always 50-50 when you're hitting. But honestly, you need a bunch of points to get your crit chance really, really high. That's why I'm opting out at least for 50%, maybe 60 if you really want to, but you're gonna need attack at the end of the day and some perception. But if you do end up re-rolling, because I don't know, maybe you're just opting out for it because you don't want to re-roll anymore, you will have the dupe too, because you're going to get 2 other scythes, so we'll have the dark damage increased by 10%. And then we have the, let's go into the longsword. Now the longsword will actually help a lot of people if they're having skill issues when it comes to dodging, just off the counter attack. Just having the shield, the stun, and the counter attack is amazing if you cannot dodge. And even if you can dodge, right, just having an extra safety net is amazing to clear content for. I honestly think longsword is probably this is probably a toss up between the longsword and the grimoire. I would say demon sword first, and then you can put the longsword in there as well. Now the reason why I'm not saying put the longsword over the demon sword is because it does not help you with stats, and that's what makes the demon sword so strong, is because it helps you with your stats. Yes, this is cool, you can stun, you can shield, you can counter, but it's not a stat allocator. That's why you would want to run the demon sword or the scythe to help you get crit chance to do even more damage, right? So if you're not critting, you're not going to do as much damage as you would like. And then we have the huntsman. Now the huntsman, a lot of people are actually easing up to this. It's a great weapon for breaks, definitely a great weapon for bossing, but is it the best overall weapon? No, it's not the best overall weapon. Again, it doesn't help you with your stats. Does help you with your stats. There might be a lot of arguments where it is the best weapon. If you really want to opt out, I would say probably the huntsman. Switch between the huntsman, the grimoire, and the longsword. Choose any of those 3 after the demon sword. But this is really, really good. Definitely helps with your break effects. If you don't have, let's say, Emma, or you don't really use any other character with strong break effect attacks, this is amazing for you to help you out. And then we also have the Vulcan's Rage. So the Vulcan's Rage, me personally, I don't really know anyone that actually uses the Vulcan's Rage. Honestly, it's really just okay. Like, increasing the attack by 12% and attack speed, I think this is where it would actually start to shine, because you can actually make use of it with another weapon. But Vulcan's Rage, if anyone else is using Vulcan's Rage and they're finding really good value out of it, you can comment down below. Me personally, I haven't really seen any real value of actually having a Vulcan's Rage. Concentration effect, duration effect, remove Vulcan, explodes, 30% users attack stacking up to 30 times. So this is more of like an attack stat kind of weapon, which we all know. The weapons do help with your builds, but I would rather just go demon sword, or if you're gonna go scythe, to get crit chance instead. So that's just my opinion on what you should actually be re-rolling for? If so, what you should actually have on your rate up. If you actually see here on my draw, I'm actually trying to collect all the characters. I actually need to change this guy. I just got him and I need to change it back to Emma. I do need another dark attribute hunter, and that's why I have him in there. So I would always keep the demon sword on rate up, always, because this weapon's amazing, and even at max, oh my god, it's disgusting. So we'll recap here. Priority is demon sword number 1. Then number 2, it's a toss-up between grimoire, the huntsman, and the longsword. In my opinion, I think grimoire's second, but obviously, you know, if you don't have a character like Emma or anyone else that breaks really good, then huntsman could be really good for you as a second option. And if you're having a skill issue when it comes to dodging, the longsword can also be helpful for you. But demon sword's number 1 to help you with crit chance. And then lowest tier is the Vulcan and the scythe. Maybe even scythe is even under the Vulcan, because again, you get it for free. You get it for free eventually. They give you 2 because you can unlock the crit hit passive as well to help you with stats. But yep, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you guys have any other guides you guys want, please put in the comment section down below. I don't really know what guides to make, but I can make plenty of guides on the game. Again, I am free to play. You know, I'm about to lose the EXP for tomorrow, so that's gonna be a really slow grind. So I really don't have anything to really do on the game. So if you guys need, you know, guides from someone that actually played the game and, you know, as far on ranking, then I'll just put in the comment section down below and I'll make videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.